Jayden Quaintance, in the middle of rehabbing, trying to get healthy as quickly as possible leading into this season, is breaking records. According to his head coach, it was Kentucky's media day yesterday. Mark Pope was speaking on all his players. And this is exactly what Mark Pope said about Quaintance and his rehab process. Quote, he's breaking every record known to mankind. It's unbelievable. Tristan Ferris at Tristan Uda on Twitter added a little context here and said analytically, Quaintance was at 56% asymmetrically. He's now down to just 3%. Adds that he's 20% stronger than the average NBA player of his same size. These are all impressive feats on their own. I also have no idea what most of this means. Do you understand what any of this means with Jayden Quaintance breaking every record known to mankind as he rehabs?
What does asymmetrical mean?
Asymmetric means, I think, two. Why is this so stupid right now? It's two things that aren't symmetrical.
Got it.
So
Got it.
symmetrical, the same. So basically, like you and Carter standing next to each other.
We're asymmetrical because he's tall, I'm short.
Correct.
Got it. So this quote is basically saying that he's broken the record for symmetry.
So basically, Jayden Quaintance somehow has gone from 56% not even to now 97% even.
Okay. So if they were smart, and this is how I would do it, because like I like breaking records that don't actually like need to be broken. They would have measured him the first time right after surgery when his knee has like no cartilage, like it's the weakest it could possibly be. Here's the number. He's only 56%. Little did we know, he just woke up from like being passed out essentially and having like a reconstructive surgery.
Asymmetric has to refer to the actual injured part of his body, correct? It's not just like he's a lopsided human, right?
Well, I think it would be like they're saying like muscle mass wise, like one side of his body was stronger than the other, right?
Yeah, like I would assume the leg with the ACL injury
Yeah.
is 56% weaker than the other, something like that, and now it's almost back to even. Is that the implication here?
Which is why I love it. So I think they set him up to break records that he's not actually breaking. Prior to tearing his ACL, he was probably already 97%, but we never measured it. So you tear the ACL, now we measure it because one of your legs you literally can't move for months, 56%. Cool, now you can move again. Boom, 97%. I kind of love this.
Speaking of things that aren't measurable, Jayden Quaintance is 20% stronger than the NBA player of his same size. Where would one get that information from?
Jonathan Kuminga. So I think
It's your answer for all things NBA.
Jonathan Kuminga, yeah. He's 20% stronger than Jonathan Kuminga, and I do see that.
So is Jonathan Kuminga the average NBA player? Like, is this? It's not average. Isn't the sum of all NBA players his size? Average is one average player.
Yeah,
That's Jayden
Jonathan
Quaint's
Kuminga.
size.
Yeah, Jonathan Kuminga, Mr. 24 million.
Oh my God, I'm dying, man. Serious note, I guess. The serious thing here is just that it's great to hear that Quaintance is doing well, right?
Yeah,
The idea he's breaking records in his rehab is obviously as positive as it can get. It
yeah.
just feels like a lot of hyperbole is being thrown around that you could not measure if you tried here, you know?
So the word asymmetrical has me ready to make a Kentucky future for whatever reason. No other team has been described as asymmetrical. Other teams have been called good, great. No one's been asymmetrical besides Kentucky. Also, I think the reason I love Kentucky is that you can compare Jayden Quaintance to like NBA guys. Even if it's just like, even if it's just he's 20% stronger than whoever the average NBA player is or whatever the quote was, like he is legitimately an NBA player playing college basketball. And there's probably what, like legitimately five or six guys that should have went to the draft last year that are back that are playing college basketball, and then a bunch of freshmen and a bunch of guys that are going to pop off essentially. And I think if you have the Bradens, the Yaxels, the Had, JQ, four dudes that like could have legitimately been playing NBA basketball, you have a shot. And by the way, the other three were like projected late first round if they were lucky type of thing. JQ, if he was of age, is like a top five pick. And you
Yeah.
essentially have a top five NBA draft pick playing a sophomore year of college basketball. That feels very dangerous.
I mean I agree. I'm all aboard the Jayden Quaintance being awesome bandwagon for this team. Yeah, you say he's an NBA player, right? He is a 17-year-old NBA player with a blown out ACL that is coming off a year on a team that went 4-16 in the Big 12.
Asymmetrical ACL.
NBA player with one ACL whose team went 4-16 in the Big 12 last year.
Asymmetrical ACL though.
Super symmetrical. Dion, how's your job going?
Beginning of the school year, everything's like a little up and down. One of the biggest issues we've had is we can't find any uniforms for our girls' sports teams.
Mm, that's a difficult thing to find a solution for. I know damn well all about that because I got a daughter that just turned 2. She's into sports and she's already outgrowing every little piece of sports apparel she had. Thankfully, I know Clara Kate Creations. Clara Kate Creations was started by a former high school teacher who quit because it wasn't cost effective to send new twins and a 2-year-old to daycare. She found it easier to make girls' sports apparel than finding it to buy. And I am so thankful that she exists because if we have an old shirt of Murph's that she's outgrown, we can send it in and she takes that piece of apparel that means something and upcycles it into an outfit that Murphy can now wear as she grows up. She makes great stuff. It's honestly kind of like your fullback's wife, Kyle Juszczyk. Is that how you say it? She does that. But honestly, I think Clara Kate's coming for Mrs. Juszczyk's job.
I love that. I'm a big Juice guy. Love his wife. Love Claire Kate even more than both of them, though.
You can send in your own custom ideas and she will come up with a design. She's just the best. Look up Clara Kate Creations on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and more.